Oh my
Anything
God.
at all?
Hola, Brasil.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
That's it.
Agora, no dia 6 de fevereiro, estreia a terceira temporada da série Invencível na Prime Video. Pra quem não conhece, nessa série a gente acompanha a história do Mark Grayson, um adolescente de 17 anos que tenta viver de maneira simples como qualquer outro garoto da sua idade, até que ele descobre que não é um jovem comum, e sim filho do Omni-Man, o super-herói mais poderoso da Terra. Só que conforme os seus poderes e habilidades vão se desenvolvendo, o Mark descobre o quão difícil é ser um super-herói e que a trajetória do seu pai tá longe de ser algo tão heróico assim. A série é inspirada na HQ de mesmo nome do Robert Kirkman, que também foi o idealizador da aclamada HQ e série de The Walking Dead. Invencível durou 144 edições e se destacou entre essas publicações de quadrinhos de super-herói dos anos 2000. A dublagem original conta com a voz da atriz Sandra Oh, que interpreta a Debbie, mãe do Mark, e também com a atriz Gillian Jacobs, que dá vida à heroína Atomic Eve. Tanto elas como o criador Robert Kirkman estiveram no Brasil durante a CCXP 24 para falar dessa nova temporada da série. Olha só como foi meu papo com eles.
Guys, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Before we start, I need to ask, how's Brazil been treating you guys?
Fantastic. We're so excited to meet the fans tonight. And for me, I've been really looking at the local art scene, and I feel like there's so much amazing art in Brazil.
Aw, I bet you guys heard like so many times, please come to Brazil.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so now you're finally
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
I'm glad you heard the fans.
Yes,
Really.
absolutely.
I'm really glad.
Puta merda! Assim você faz eu me sentir incompetente, Mark. Que bom que não é dia de perna.
Está a fim de testar seus novos músculos?
Robert, you said in a recent interview that this season, every episode will feel like it's a finale,
Yeah.
like a finale episode.
Yeah.
So please hint us something. What fans can expect on this season in the show?
Well, I mean, we kind of hit the ground running, but like even just in the first episode, there's, huge changes for the characters, for the status quo that, reverberate throughout the season. And every single episode has some giant moment for one of the characters or multiple of the characters that really kind of changes everything, kind of gets bigger and bigger and bigger until we get to the end of the season, which is going to be absolutely nuts. So,
Okay, absolutely not.
absolutely nuts.
If you girls had to sum up this season in a word or a phrase, would it be that too? Like absolutely nuts?
I would say complex, but also multiverse.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dynamic.
Dynamic. Okay, I like that.
It's almost like a pink bubble there.
Com você do nosso lado, a gente pode vencer essa guerra. Não estou do lado de ninguém. Eu desonrei meu povo.
Going back to season 1, because didn't got the chance to talk to you guys like back then. What draw you guys to this project? Because I mean, you played a doctor, you had many other roles back then, and Eve, and what made you say yes to a superhero project? And I mean, would you even consider a live action in the future, maybe?
Oh my gosh, that's a lot in there. One, yes, of course, a live action, yes. I think we both would. But
Check.
then
Yes.
you would have to do all the wire work.
Oh yeah. There'd be a lot more stunt training. Yes. I think that I'm interested as an actor in every genre.
Okay.
I think that the fun is to try and stretch yourself, and with good writing and good creative direction, I think every genre is worth exploring. I want to feel like I'm pushing myself, and so I think for me this was something I hadn't really done, certainly not an ongoing series like this, and mercifully it's gone multiple seasons, so it's really been ongoing, and so I'm always just looking to do something I haven't done before.
Oh, that's nice. I would love to see you guys doing a live action too, because I know doing a work like this with only your voice is already too much. And when you have the body too, and the effects, and like chroma key, stuff like that, I mean, I would love to see that in the horizon too.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm just
Okay.
hinting you, Robert. I mean,
I'll announce it now.
okay.
Proteção contra o quê?
Contra você, Mark.
Talking about your characters this season, I feel like Debbie has a lot on her plate. She's still dealing with her husband, and then there's a child.
Yes.
What can you both tell me about the character this season?
In some ways, I think that she's almost distracted by raising Oliver, that she has to be busy with the things that she's used to, which is like being a mother. There is that one moment of really trying to deal with her own pain and guilt in her inner life, but that's kind of pushed by the side because there's no one really to understand her yet. And then, of course, a budding potential relationship But
We're teasing. That's allowed. That's allowed.
we'll see how that works or not. But
Okay.
it's trying to find that balance. That's definitely what you'll see in season 3 for Debbie.
Não posso confiar as vidas do Mark ou do Oliver a você. De jeito nenhum.
Puxa.
What about your character, Gillian? I feel like she has a lot on her plate too.
Yes.
Like she needs to study and she has that romantic feelings on her head and trying to save the world too. I mean, what is going on there?
Yeah, so I think for her, she feels like she doesn't know how to best use her powers. Is it best used as a superhero, or is it best used as some kind of like almost urban planner or, you know, architect or, you know, something, because she does have this amazing ability, but she also has realized that it's not as simple as she thought it was. And so she felt like, oh, I can just easily pivot to using my powers to physically build things. And then she realized that it was much more complex than she thought. So she has a lot of, I think, guilt and remorse, but also still trying to figure it out. And I guess she's a person, when she feels that kind of conflict, she kind of retreats. So she's in a treehouse in the woods, kind of hiding away from everyone. And so is she gonna kind of rejoin a superhero team? Is she gonna be a superhero on her own? Is she gonna leave superheroing altogether? That's the sort of conflict she's dealing with.
Nós avisamos que éramos poderosos demais.
Tá todo mundo bem fudido.
And Robert, one last question for you.
Okay.
We have tons of crossovers and multiverses nowadays. Can you even picture or imagine a scenario where the boys would do a crossover with Invincible?
I think that would be spectacular. I could definitely see it. Homelander versus Omni-Man. I mean, you kind of got to see it in Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think there's some cool potential there. But certainly nothing going on that I could imagine.
I'm rooting for that, and I hope fans are too.
Hug your kid. Cause you never know what.
You're fucking with the wrong father.
Do you guys want to leave any messages for the Brazilian audience?
Oh my
Anything
God. Hola,
about-
Brazil.
Oh my God!
Somebody detain me!
You're a tour queen. I mean, I was hoping for that. I was like, can she say any word in Portuguese? I mean, we love that.
I'm practicing.
Okay, you're good. You're good at
Yeah.
it. Are you gonna try like obrigado?
Obrigado.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh no, fuck.
No, you got it. You got it. You got
I can
it.
roll my R. That's all I have going for me. But that's Spanish. I would just say that I know the fans in Brazil are so passionate, and thank you for loving the show. Thank you for wanting us to come here, and I can't wait to meet everyone later today.
Thank you guys so much.
Eu nunca mais vou trabalhar pra você de novo. Agora acabou.